welcome to the Dodge display. My name is Nicole and I'm very excited to introduce you to what we feel is one of the most exciting and phenomenal cars that you're going to see here at the New York International Auto Show. Now this is the 2006 Dodge Challenger concept, and you know what, while you're checking it out, you are going to notice that with really just one glance at our very stunning baby over here, you can pretty much tell where Dodge is heading with this, right? Or at least, let me say this, where Dodge is leading, because this Challenger concept once again vaults Dodge to yet another leading role when it comes to things like automotive design, engineering, and above all, performance. Now, talking about a vehicle as elite as this one, that has as much history as this one has, we do have to start at the very beginning with the designers, because they did have some key attributes that they felt should go along with a true muscle car. Things like it had to be distinctly American. It had to have clean classics, simple lines, also bold colors and graphics such as this one in Challenger Orange, not heavy orange, a little bit different. Custom color here made for our concept. Also, it had to have mega horsepower too. So let's start in the year 1970, because that actually was the first year that Challenger hit the scene, and really it was the only pony car to be introduced at that time. And you know what, back then Challenger gave every single muscle car a run for its money, and especially with that available heavy engine. But you know what, bringing it forward 36 years later, Dodge picked up one of the finest names and fastest coupes ever produced, and they gave it a new present for you for 2006. Now, I know that you Challenger buffs out there have been reading about this, you've been seeing it on the news, checking our website. Guess what? Now that you're hearing it, basically you're going to see some styling and design cues that show deference and respect to the original Challenger RT. Things like these round quad floating headlamps beneath that minimalist bumper. Also, your classic side amber turn signals. Twin hood scoops, and guess what, this time they're fully functional. Remember before they were not. Your matte black racing stripe, now that is exposed carbon fiber, and you will see that as an accent around the headlights and again along that long tail light in the rear. Now, if you're checking out the interior, you see these seats? You see the rib nature on all the seats? That is distinctly Challenger. The side bolster here to give you that performance type feel and fit. There's also a new version of your pistol grip shifter. Fellas, I know you remember that. That actually was the interior designer's favorite feature. You going through something over there? Because you disrupted my presentation right now. Okay, because I have to call you out now. Okay. Now, your gauges, if you can see them, they are made to look like you are looking directly into the engine cylinders. And this far gauge to the left, we affectionately call that your onboard computer, because guess what? That's like your brain. It stores your own stats for 0 to 60, quarter mile, top speed, what gear you're in, things like that. But enough with that, I'm going to go on ahead and show you what you really want to see up underneath this racing striped hood. And just to let you know, this is a fully functioning concept. That's how we do things over here. And if you know anything about the Daimler Chrysler family, then you also know that besides Hemi, SRT is such a big deal to us over here. It actually means street and racing technology. And guess what? We do have an SRT team that does exist, and they have an awesome job because they get to decide basically what power goes into all of our performance vehicles. And they decided to give you that 6.1-liter Hemi V8 engine with 425 horsepower. Now that also carries 420 foot-pounds of torque too. They also decided that the only transmission for Challenger would be a 6-speed manual with rear-wheel drive. So I mean, how else could you really do it? But in knowing that, let's go on ahead and get into some performance stats. Your 0 to 60 time is 4.5 seconds. Quarter mile time is 13 seconds. And guess what? You are topping out at 174 miles an hour. So, with all of that performance and speed, at least I hope you would want to brake pretty quickly. And Challenger does brake from 60 back down to 0 and a very comfortable 133 feet. So we are giving you performance, automotive design, speed, function, safety, all of that along with the Challenger history too. But you know, the ensemble is not quite complete because you do need some shoes. So up front, you have 20 by 9 P255 monsters. And in the rear, as all performance cars should have, of course, your tires should be larger. So in the rear, we gave you 21 by 10 P275 tires. So those larger tires also help add to the slant of that belt line too. But take a closer look as it comes around from Challenger Concepts' wide mouth front end, going all the way back to those very distinctive must-have rectangular exhaust tips. Keep in mind, our concept this time around is a little bit different, okay? She's about 6 inches longer and 2 inches wider than the original 70, okay? Also, you know, the original had 14s and 15s. 4 tires as opposed to now 20s and 21, so she's a little thicker this time for you. Keep in mind, still a concept. So what does that mean? No price points, no target dates, no options. This is our only baby. She is insured for a little over $1 million. So you understand where I'm coming from with that. Okay? Exactly. It's the same one you've been seeing in all the pictures and you've been reading about, okay? Think about it as since it is a concept. What helps to push these vehicles to production is really your involvement. So when you go home tonight, log on to Dodge.com. Let us know what you think about this vehicle. If you like it just like that and you don't want to see it change, hey, tell us that. Maybe you can think of something else that you might want to see in a future Challenger. We want to know that too. If you're not online, call us at 1-888-4A-DODGE, okay? And let us know that way too. And really, if you know our history, and this should be some comfort, we're known for bringing concepts to reality, just about everything in our lineup, okay? Things like the Viper, the Prowler, the Magnum, the Charger, brand new Caliber, brand new Nitro, things like that, PT Cruiser. Those were all concepts brought to reality. Also, since it is a concept, if you want information on it, stay on that Dodge website, go in the search box, keyword, Challenger Concept, and you will pull up absolutely everything that we have. But if you need any other literature, head to our information desk right there. Help yourself to a Dodge brochure, which does have our web address and toll-free number inside. And we also have information touchscreen kiosks located all along that floor. Now, if you don't have a camera or a camera phone, I suggest you come over here and let us hook you up with a free online photo compliments of us here at Dodge, just to say thank you for stopping by and supporting. And if you haven't gone already, head downstairs, past the Dodge trucks, stop by there first too, over to the North Pavilion to Camp Jeep. We have an awesome indoor ride and drive course going on down there. We only do it in New York with Jeep and also in Chicago with all 3 divisions, so take advantage of it. It's an awesome indoor course, and for the little bitty ones who don't quite make that height requirement for that ride and drive, we have a kid-safe supervised zone down there where they can go drive their own baby Jeeps while you guys get chauffeured on our professional course with our professional drivers. So again, I want to thank you all for stopping by. Feel free to take as many pictures as you want, as long as you don't step on my magic button on my staircase over there, because the hood is coming down, and enjoy the rest of the show.